Hello there, good people. Well, I am back here to deliver you another midweek encouragement on this Wednesday. Today, I want to encourage you to release so that you can gain. The word release means remove or to cut off something. And so, this encouragement this week comes from our anchor scripture of John 15:2. And in scripture, it says that he will cut off of branches that does not bear fruit, and he will allow the ones that will he will prune the ones that will bear more fruit. And so in that, I want to encourage you to release so that you can gain. What is God trying to cut off in this season? What is he trying to prune and then bring back in another season so that it can bear even more fruit? Whatever the case may be, I want to encourage you to release. Don't look at it as a negative thing if God is trying to have you release something, rather if it's in your heart, in your hands, if it's mentally, and lay it at his feet, whatever the case may be. I want to encourage you to release it. God knows what is best for you. And when he asks us to release something, if it is meant to be, he will allow it to bear fruit at another time or in another season or in another space that will bring even more fruit than you can ask, think, or imagine. So I want to encourage you, release so that you can gain. Even when you release, and it may be uncomfortable, but when you release, you gain God's wisdom. You gain more clarity. You gain understanding as well as his covering. God would not ask you to release something that he will not guide you through or be there with you every step of the way, even if it's uncomfortable. So I want to encourage you on today, release so that you can gain. With the anchor scripture from John 15:2, Jesus was actually talking to the disciples and encouraging them to choose him once he ascends to heaven. And he was letting them know this because he already could foresee that they would go back to what they knew before, which was the law. That was their comfortability. And so in that aspect, God knows that when we have something that's unknown, or when we're walking in a path and we don't know the full details, sometimes we can go back to our comfort zone. But in releasing it, he's asking us to trust him, to lean in and believe his word. Believe that he will never leave you nor forsake you. Believe that his plans are to prosper you and not to harm you. So I want to encourage you to release so that you can gain, so that you can gain all that God has in store for you, so that you can go to the next level mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Know that as you release, God will meet you right there. But at the same time, it takes action in your step. So as you step by faith and release whatever God is asking you to release today, I want to encourage you to release so that you can gain. But know that more than anything tangible that you can gain, gaining God's protection, gaining God's wisdom, gaining God's covering will last you far more than you can ask, think, or imagine. So release so that you can gain, and know that the best is yet to come. Have a good one.